This lesson has 27 measures for 4 times signature, and then the first measure has repeat signs at the beginning and at the end of the measure, and it says play 3 times. That's why you have the repeat signs, but then they're telling you, in addition to the repeat, you need to play 1 more time. So you will play 3 times this one and then continue. The main thing in this video will be flats and sharps. Flat on B, sharp on C. Make sure you practice this sequence several times because it's gonna be repetitive. Another important part is some of the sequences will have a skipping from B to G. Not all of them, but there will be some, for example, on measure 6. There will be another one on measure 14. Pay attention with those skips. You have crescendos where you're gonna play from piano to mezzo forte. Remember keeping the left hand a little softer than the right hand. Remember the melody is on the right hand. Staccatos mostly all the time on the left hand and legatos on the right hand. On measure 8, you have a diminuendo to play then from mezzo forte to piano again, but on measure 10, we're gonna go again playing louder to mezzo forte on measure 11. You will have all these dynamic changes through the piece. Measure 16, diminuendo to piano, and then on measure 19 you start mezzo piano, but measure 20, 21, 23 you go gradually louder to forte. Measure 23 mezzo forte, and then diminuendo to end piano staccato octave lower on the left hand. Remember, 1 octave lower. On measure 10 you will play octave higher through measure 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, and 17. This applies for the right hand only. On measure 19, 20, and 21, you will play notes with accents. The first one is B flat with the right hand on the left side of middle C, then D, then F sharp. On measure 22, you have a fermata and forte. Remember, fermata means hold the note longer than its value. Remember how important is counting aloud and writing the counts. Don't forget all the rests that you have. Sometimes you have quarter rests, you have also half rests to count, and also you have whole rests. Remember lifting your hand when you have a rest. Our left hand will start with finger 5 on bass G. Middle C is here, and right hand will be on treble G, finger 1. Remember, you start playing hands separate first. Once you master each hand, then you play hands together. Let's start very slow. Staccato 3 times the first measure because you have repeat signs. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 crescendo. 1 and 2 and mezzo forte. octave higher. 1 and 2 and crescendo. 1 and 2 and mezzo forte. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 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 1. Diminuendo 2 and 3 and 4 and piano. 1 and 2 and 3. Staccatos always. 1 and 2 and 3 and prepare right hand and pedal. 1 and 2 and 3 accent. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and crescendo. 1 and 2 and F sharp 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and no pedal 3 and 4 and fermata mezzo forte. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and mezzo forte and diminuendo. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. Let's review measure 4 and 5 right hand and then measure 6 and 7. Measure 4, 1 and is a rest, 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and next measure 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. Skip to G. Okay, again 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. Also pay attention to the notes on the left hand. You will play G, D, D, G, D. Very, very repetitive. But then there will be measures like measure 7 or measure 16 that you're gonna play A. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1. Pay attention where you have to play G and where you have to play A.